Hey guys, Joy from Jungle here. I'm going to give you a little lesson on how to properly prune a plant. Say that 10 times fast. Prune a plant. And go from having a leggy, sort of open, sparse-looking plant here to the pruned version. And then what should the result be after it's grown out from its cutting? Should be something like this. So here we have a Yoder yellow hibiscus. It's gotten a little leggy. That's okay. We've had a lot of rain lately here in South Florida in July, and things are growing like crazy. It always is a disappointment to cut off buds and blooms, but at some point you kind of have to cut your losses and cut the plant back. Otherwise, it just continues to get longer and leggier. And this plant here looks like it could even use to be potted up into a bigger pot. Maybe some fertilizer. The leaves are a little on the yellow side. We call that chlorotic. That means it probably needs some nutrients. So after we get this one trimmed down, let it sit for a few days and then give it some fertilizer. And then within a couple weeks, we should have something that looks like this, nice and full and bushy. And this one's actually putting out a few buds and getting ready to bloom again. So first of all, the tools you'll need is one of these types of clippers. You can use shorter version if you prefer. But with these, you never want to like tax the springs and the hinge too hard, cutting through thicker material. That can just cause your clippers to wear out all the faster. So these are some really sturdy, thick clippers, pruners, and these I use on a daily basis. They're probably my best tool. So let's get started. We want to take this hibiscus down to probably about halfway, maybe even a little bit more on this one, because it is really, really leggy. You can see there's not a lot of growth in the bottom part of the plant. So even this little one here, we're going to cut back to the wood. You'll see here that there is green stem, and then a little farther back, you can see the darker brown wood part. You always want to cut above a node on the wood, and that will produce some growth rather quickly. So we also look at some of the main stems here, the thicker parts, and we have an offshoot here. So that's actually a really good place to cut. Right above this joint here, boom. I also like to have a nursery bucket or some kind of container nearby to put my clippings in. All right, so we're going to get in here and we're just going to keep clipping. You see this nice horizontal growth coming out. We always want to look for a spot where that's going on and clip right above it. Pull off this dead leaf while we're at it, yellow leaf. And we get to up here. So here you might say, well, this looks good. This looks good. I don't want to lose this height, but if you come right down here to this little leaf, I promise you, in a couple weeks, you're going to have fresh growth and you'll be glad you did it. I'm actually going to come back even a little bit farther here. Sometimes when we prune, we want to take things back. We call it back to the pot. So we want things to be trimmed sort of even with the pot. And then that way they fill out better in the pot. Here's another one. Here's another right above that leaf there. And we're even going to come over here, and this guy's coming off this way. I'm going to clip right above that leaf. We'll take off these yellow guys, pull the weeds out, and then in a little bit, I'll put some fertilizer on here, and this plant will be beautiful in a couple weeks, and we'll come back and take a look at it. And that's the right way to prune.